So, continuing with our discussion on service quality, what we have now understood from yesterday's discussion, that our aim is to reach customer advocacy, which means that from this state of customer, we have to ensure that we have customers who are smiling, satisfied, and are vocal about the quality of your service, about the satisfaction that your service delivers. Now, as it is shown in this diagram, if the customer is not happy, from that state to the state of happiness, it is not a matter of just pushing some buttons, because technology can take you to somewhere on the way, but there will be often, if there are other things systematically not properly taken care of, then the customer will be very unhappy, as it is shown in this diagram, but your service provider may not actually sense that level of unhappiness of the customer. So, there will be a asynchronicity between the service provider and the service consumer. So, as we discussed yesterday, that we have these qualities, these processes, these classes of actions, which is tangible, empathy, and responsiveness, reliability, assurance, which will take us to customer satisfaction and which will lead us to customer advocacy. We have deliberately made this diagram a kind of a fuzzy overlapping diagram to highlight the fact that you have to treat, there are these 5 classes of factors, like tangibles mean modern equipment, visually appealing facilities, employees who have neat professional appearance, visually appealing materials associated with the service, or empathy will mean giving customers individual attention, employees who deal with customers in a caring manner, having the customer's best interest at heart, employees who understand the needs of their customers, and convenient business hours. These will come under empathy. Assurance will mean employees who instill confidence in customers, making customers feel safe in their transactions, employees who have knowledge to answer questions. Responsiveness will mean keeping customers informed when service will be performed, prompt service to customers, willingness to help customers, readiness to respond to customers' requests. And finally, reliability will mean providing service as promised, dependability in handling customers' problems, performing services at the promised time, maintaining error-free records, and so on. All these different processes, attributes, actions can, however, fail, and we will discuss about the kind of failures that occur and what we will do a little later. But first, let me share with you some interesting research. A number of studies have been done with respect to customer satisfaction. In fact, in the service literature, perhaps the highest number of publications are available with respect to customer satisfaction, because this is a fascinating subject. Service is intangible. Even as we discussed yesterday, of those 5 classes of 5 ways of finding service quality, that is empathy, assurance, these are also all very humanistic, subjective, qualitative processes and steps. So, it is not so easy to determine that whether you are on the right track or not. So, customer satisfaction, that is why why, how service customer is satisfied, why, how service customer is dissatisfied. These topics have attracted lot of research attention. But some interesting findings are that all customers are obviously, when they are procuring a service, when they are exchanging value to acquire a service, they want to be satisfied. But that does not mean, as I mentioned yesterday also, a satisfied customer necessarily does not mean a repeat customer and necessarily does not mean a customer advocacy. So, customer loyalty often is actually just, it is due to the lack of a better alternative. So, the switching inconvenience should not be mistaken for customer loyalty, which will lead to customer advocacy. So, switching inconvenience can keep a customer bonded, but does not mean that that customer is feeling happy, because it is only when you have a happy customer, you have a delighted customer. So, delight is very important to achieve customer advocacy. And as I had briefly discussed earlier, that when it comes to this delight, if we actually draw a diagram where this is actually the dissatisfied zone, and this is satisfied, and we will say many additional features and lack of features. So, obviously, if customer is towards satisfaction, if we go from dissatisfaction, there are certain types of factors, like for example, in a restaurant, if you do not have a toilet, then the customer will be dissatisfied. But customer satisfaction will not increase if you provide 5 toilets. So, which means that there are certain factors where the absence causes dissatisfaction, but the presence causes satisfaction up to a certain limit, after that it saturates. And then there are certain types of factors where the more the merrier. These are called unidimensional. It is like price, weight and all these kinds of factors. So, lighter it is, better it is. Lower price, the customer has no, even if a customer would rather like to approach that it is almost free. So, lower the price, better the customer satisfaction, and that goes on. But whereas these are called, these which saturates, these are called must have. That means you must have them, these features in the service. But if you have too much of them, it does not increases happiness. What we are mostly interested is that there are certain lack of features which customer is not even conscious about. But when you point out, or when they enjoy the first glimpse of that particular feature, then their satisfaction increases almost exponentially. And these are the delighters. This model is called the Kano model, Professor Kano's contribution, and you might like to check this out on the net, Kano model. There are a number of different presentations on this, and interesting papers are available, but I will come back to the Kano model later towards when we are wrapping up. At this moment, I just wanted to alert you to this fact that in customer satisfaction, the factors that cause customer satisfaction can be classified in these 3 types. One which we call must have, or that means those are your entry criteria to the game. If you do not have a toilet, then it is very difficult to run a restaurant. And then there are certain factors which are unidimensional, which means as you see that if you invest too much in these types of factors, it is not very useful. And there is also a certain limit that you must set on the investment that you do in these unidirectional types of factors, and you should actually put more emphasis or put more investment in these factors which causes delight, because that is what will take you towards customer advocacy. So, when you give this customer some extra value, then you have to, I discussed Kano model to alert you to the fact that what are these extra value that you will focus on will depend on these three classifications. So, check out Kano model on the net, read some of those papers when Kano model is applied to service businesses, and we will discuss this during the wrap up once again. Again, some very good research that I would like to share with you, that average businesses hears only from 4% of their customers who are dissatisfied. That means 96% of the customers, they are dissatisfied, but they do not take the trouble to inform you that they are dissatisfied. And if this, of these 96 who do not bother to complain, 25% of them have serious problems, which means this is something very, that means almost 24% of the whole population, they are seriously dissatisfied. Now comes the, so obviously this is something that you have to address in your management system, service management system, that you have to see that more and more people express, articulate their dissatisfaction. Because if you do not know, as it shows, only 4% they actually articulate. So, this 4% number you have to enhance, because more you know, the better will be your capability to take corrective actions, obviously. Now, this 4% people who complain, very interesting, they are more likely to stay with the supplier than are the 96% people who are not complaining. That means those 4% who complain, and you know about the complaint, and you can therefore set up, if you are a well run services business, you can set up mechanisms to recover, you can set up mechanisms to compensate the customer, and therefore you have an opportunity to develop relationship. So, customers who complain are far better assets than customers who silently do not complain and are silently dissatisfied, silently unhappy. 60% of the people who complain will stay as customers if their problem are resolved, and 95% of them will stay if their problems are solved quickly. All these numbers are very well researched with number of different occasions, with number of different types of services, particularly in high contact services like a restaurant or a 4-star hotel or a salon or certain types of medical procedure. There all these numbers have been researched from those types of high contact services. Now, this is another, this research that I am sharing with you was done maybe 10 years earlier or 15 years earlier. These are far more serious points today because of the ubiquitous presence of social media of different types, whether it is Facebook, Twitter and so on, because a dissatisfied customer will talk to at least 10 to 20 other people. Now, this number I would guess is maybe 100 times more today. That means 1,000 to 2,000 people can actually notice the outpourings of a dissatisfied customer about a hotel service or about a transport service, or more interestingly about mobile phone service. I had a bad experience last month. I think I shared with some of you this particular problem that I had when I went abroad, and with my global roaming, I had taken a global roaming pack, but when I came back, that pack was not applied and I was asked to pay some 44,000 rupees. And I had to wait for 15 days before the next cycle of billing when that pack was applied, and then my bill came down to something like 3,000 rupees. Now, these sort of anomalies, when I put it on, I expressed this, shared with my friends on Facebook, I got some 600 clicks on that. So, which means that today a dissatisfied customer, earlier research showed that they will talk to 10 to 20 people about their problem, but today this number is escalating rapidly due to social media. So, if you see sites like hotels.com or booking.com or goibibo.com, you will see there are number of people who express, voice their satisfaction or dissatisfaction, because incentives are given. Hotels.com and these sites, they regularly interact and request you to put your ratings, and these are, they can be very powerful marketing tool, they can be very powerful demarketing tools. So, obviously, the reference or opinion of earlier customers are given a lot of weightage for intending service customers. So, therefore, taking care of the word of mouth and regularly soliciting customer feedback and acting upon those feedbacks have become crucial elements of managing services, because more feedback you have, better is your chance to address the problem. So, you should first focus on getting feedback to increase this number from 4% to 24%, 34% or 50%, that will be ideal. And then you address those problems, and you regularly watch that the kind of interactions that are happening on the social media, and see that that action is taken. And another interesting thing is that when a problem is resolved, then also customers articulate. Dissatisfied customers talk to 2,000 people through social media, but satisfied customers, if you actually persuade them to articulate, will also reach out to 500,000 people, and that is a powerful force, and that is what we mean by advocacy. The cost of failure is, this is another interesting research, this is taken from a bank, that obviously if the failure occurs, like suppose there is a fraud in the bank or some kind of wrong transaction, in all those cases the failure cost is very, very high. So, in these kind of services which demand high security, it is very important to start from prevention cost. So, the investment that you make in preventing is very important, and you should also have a mechanism that suppose something has slipped through your prevention mechanism, you should be able to detect the problem even before it occurs. And these are the ways, this process control, customer comment card, regular inspection and audit, third party audit, these are various ways, and I will just show you the different processes and their relative applicability just now. So, service recovery is something that we will discuss in lot more detail later on, but at this moment I will just say that service recovery can be done case by case, systemic response, there can be some early intervention, that means at the detection stage, and we will see all these weightages or the mix of these different that we should take. So, I end this session with this topic for assignment for the forum submission, and this is in front of you on the screen. The first question is, how do the 5 dimensions of service quality differ from those of product quality? And I would say, actually maybe I had given 4, I would say that no, you focus on this one, that how do the 5 dimensions of service quality differ from those of product quality. And the other one, I think I would say that how can recovery from a service failure be a blessing in disguise? And here I would like you to share your personal experience. That means an adverse situation, a service failure situation, you are in that situation, you are angry, and then the service provider did something to recover from that state, and why that is a blessing in disguise. I would say these are the two questions you should focus on. How do the 5 dimensions of service quality differ from those of product quality? And second is, how can recovery from a service failure be a blessing in disguise, and share your personal experience. And please post these responses on the forum. And this is a longer term assignment. You can submit this, I would say this is a voluntary. The first one is actually is compulsory, the one which is those 2 questions. But this long assignment is voluntary. If you submit it, I will evaluate it, I will give my comments, and I will appreciate it. And obviously, it will also be very useful for peer-to-peer learning. The first one is that you, I would like you to critically analyze this gap philosophy or the gap method, this gap between perception and expectation, and using that as a model for service quality. What do you think about it? Do you agree? Do you have some reservations? Have you seen some situations where this cannot be applied? So what are your experiences and explanations for the gaps? And take a particular situation where you have observed this gap is glaringly present, and suggest your options how to close those gaps. Okay? Thank you.